Twin Sisters, right on the Oregon-Washington border. And we scrambled up here, got just a little bit of clouds in the sky, just enough to catch a little bit of light. And we got lucky enough to have the first flowers of the season up here. Just a few of them, but I'm gonna get in here close and do a set of shots focused on it, and then I'm gonna do another set of shots focused on the sisters up there. And I've got just a little bit of these clouds here, just enough. So the light is just about done. And what I'm doing here is we have this little path that's leading up to the monument there. And so what I'm doing is I'm doing a vertical panorama, trying to use this path leading up to the rocks as kind of a leading line. And when I do a vertical panorama, I start low, get my shots, and then I just sweep it up. And the reason I'm doing that is because I have that leading line that I want to get, but I also got all that color in the sky. Not a ton, but it's way up there. So in order to get it at all, I have to do a vertical panorama to get up high enough. And I've done a whole bunch of different compositions up here. Got down close to some flowers, did a panorama. I don't really know what I'm gonna like best, but I think I got something here. So it's so gorgeous up here. I'm glad that we stopped. I had no idea where we were gonna go this morning, but because the light was supposed to suck, but we got some pretty decent light up here, so I'm kind of happy with it. We'll see. I have no idea where we're going tomorrow, so I guess we'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. But I feel like we got a couple good shots. So yeah, we'll see you in the morning. So we're hiking the trail to Wahclella Falls here in the Oregon Columbia River Gorge. Starting to get a little tired, but should totally be worth it. So we're almost there. Let's head down to the falls. Just kind of exploring around here. I've shot here before. There's a very obvious trail where most people go, and I've kind of already done that shot, but what I want to do this time is get kind of a overview of this entire awesome valley here. So we're going to climb up here a ways and see if we can get kind of an overall view, because I know that there's a good composition from up here, so we're going to go up this way. So what I'm looking for up here is just kind of a spot where I can see this valley but be above some of these scraggly trees with no vegetation on them. So what I'm gonna do is walk over here . There, I think I like this perch here. Maybe a little bit this way. All right, so we made it, guys. Cameraman couldn't quite make it up here, but I wanted to show you guys where we are right now. So I'm framing up my shot here, and you can kind of see my surroundings. Got this awesome waterfall there. And then there in the background we got Wahclella Falls. And then we're at the top of this big boulder field, I guess. And so I'm kind of framing my shot up like this. I want this stream coming out of the corner, but I also want my waterfall streaming here in the foreground. And I'm showing the whole valley. And the reason I had to climb up here so high is because if you look at the bridge area, these little scraggly trees were getting in my way. And I didn't want to block the bridge, I didn't want to block the waterfall, which meant I had to climb a small mountain. So we're gonna go ahead and give focus, take our shots. I've got a circular polarizer on here, and you can see as I turn it, as I begin to polarize it, look at all that saturation it brings in. So this is what we're doing. I'll take a shot and let's see how it looks. So we made it. The hard part about big waterfalls like this is that they're so big that like by the time you get close to it, there's just so much mist that like you're struggling with keeping your lens clean. So I'm gonna bust out some towels here and see what we can do. I'm gonna start off shooting vertically. And we're all misted up, of course. So while I let the condensation creep off of this, I'm gonna kind of compose my shot here. I want to try to get this leaning tree in the shot a little bit. Clean off my front element while it's off. Put on my circular polarizer. Now the reason I'm using a circular polarizer is because it just brings in tons and tons of saturation that gets lost because of all the mist and water reflecting off of the vegetation. So it really helps with killing the glare off of the vegetation. Now I'm bracketing my shots because it's so dark in this foreground and it's so bright in the background that I have to bracket my shots. So rattle off our shots here. Right now, settings wise, I'm gonna ISO 100 f13 and shutter speed is what? Looks like my shutter speed is 0.6 seconds. So what I'm gonna do here, because that's just too long of a shutter speed for how much water is there, I'm going to open up my aperture and I'm gonna focus stack this because this foreground is pretty close to me. In fact, I'm going to recompose a little bit and emphasize the foreground. Now, currently I'm focused on the background. I'm gonna rattle off 3 shots for that background and turn my polarizer to where it's helping the background. That'll be my background set. Okay, and now I'm gonna take 3 more shots where I'm focused on the foreground. Just manually focusing it in. Gonna rattle off those 3. Now I'm shooting at f8, which is giving me 1/6 of a second, which is a lot better than 0.6 seconds. It's much faster, and I'm liking the way the water's looking where we're maintaining a little bit of texture. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of wander around and see what compositions I can get. It's so hard when you get this close to a big, awesome waterfall because the mist is just like in your face. If I was to go to the edge there, like, you know, you can kind of get a composition, but you can't show how big it is because this waterfall is a couple 100 feet tall. And when you get tall and you get close and you shoot it with a wide angle lens, it doesn't look 200 feet tall anymore. It just looks like any old waterfall. So trying to give it scale is a hard part. Also, I would love to get down into that water with my neoprene socks, but it's so deep, I'm just not that committed. So I'm gonna go down the trail a little bit, try to find another composition. I know one of the things I want to do is zoom in on that gorge up there with a 70 to 200 and see what we get with that. So let's wander around a little bit. All right, so I feel like we got a couple photos. Let's go over to the computer. That's when we'll know for sure. And let's go edit a couple photos, see what we got.